Good morning. We are at another Monday. It's like they just keep coming on a regular basis or something. It is 8:50 in the morning. I'm about to have breakfast, a cup of tea with a splash of milk, half a cup of oats with 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, as per the usual. Nothing changing over here for a Monday morning. It is 5:40 in the evening on Monday and I'm about to have my dinner. I made the critical error of going to my physio appointment without having a snack beforehand and was so hungry that on the way home I just kept thinking like I want a white spot burger or I want a big thing of ramen or I'm gonna order pizza. Like all I could think about was takeout type foods. It's generally where my brain goes when I get that hungry. But then I kept thinking like, no, you have shopped in your own freezer. You have food. You can cook a burger patty. So while cooking a burger patty without having a bun or any of the other kind of things that go with it is not the same level of enjoyment as like a really lovely burger from a restaurant, it is better for me budget-wise with Weight Watchers and better for me budget-wise with money. So I'm perfectly happy with my kind of sad looking dinner. So this is a beef burger patty, the Compliments brand. Normally I pan fry burgers, but I wanted to cook 2 of those veggie medallions from IKEA, and they have to go in an oven. So I have a toaster oven, but I can only use one appliance in my kitchen at a time or it blows the fuse. So if I use the toaster oven, then everything I'm eating has to be cooked in the toaster oven. So I Googled and it said that you can put a hamburger patty in an oven. So I gave it a try. I don't know what it'll be like if it changes the texture. I cut it in half when I took it out because I was nervous about if it would be cooked all the way through. I know it looks kind of pinkish toned on the video, but I promise it's not. It is like a brown color. It just doesn't have like the lovely marks from like a grill or a frying pan the way that I'm used to having a burger look. So I don't know, it's fine to experiment. We will see how it goes. So I did, when I pulled it out, cut it in half just to make sure that it was cooked all the way through, then put some cheese on top and then chopped up some jalapenos and put those on top. And then I have the medallions over there for my veggie, I guess. And I just put in the side some ketchup and some calorie-wise Miracle Whip, both from Kraft, to dip the burger as I cut pieces of it into. So that is my dinner. I have a cup of tea, but it's already over by my chair, so I can't show it in the video. Yeah, now the rest of my evening is going to be this sitting on my counter cooling down enough so that I can take the tray out so that I can soak it. So I hate pulling out the toaster oven, but it's the only way to cook these, and they are on my mission plan of eating my way through to get rid of the box. So we just gotta do it. Good morning. It's 8:06 on Tuesday and I'm about to have breakfast. I have a meeting for work, so I'm gonna eat this really quick before I hop onto Zoom. So I have a cup of tea with a splash of milk, half a cup of oats with 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and a plum. I had actually meant to slice up the plum into sort of smaller, slightly smaller pieces because I have it in the fridge so it's a little bit firm, and then put it on top of the oatmeal, but I just sort of automatically added the powdered peanut butter and the brown sugar into the oatmeal and then kind of clued in afterwards. I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. And I wasn't so sure what the combination of the plum with the peanut butter would be like. I had intended to just do the brown sugar and the plum. Maybe I'll remember tomorrow when I eat the second one. It's too early in the morning to remember things like that. But yeah, so I decided since I'd already pulled it out, I would just have it in a little dish on its own because fruit is our friend. It is almost 3:30 in the afternoon on Tuesday and I'm about to have my dinner. It feels a little bit weird, but I think that's just because I'm used to eating things in bowls. So I have 2 pieces of toast. One has a piece of cheese on and then an egg on top of that and then some Kewpie mayo. The other one just has margarine. And then I have a bunch of vegetables. It's a combination from 2 different frozen veggie bags in my freezer. A little bit of Kewpie mayo and the other egg. Because in my world, you always eat eggs in pairs. I don't know why, you just do. Now I did burn the vegetables a little bit and then I added on some sriracha powder seasoning from Trader Joe's. So they don't look great, but I'm hoping that they'll be okay. The burning is completely my fault. I put the heat on the hot plate up really high and then I had the lid on the pan to sort of steam them and I got busy doing something and didn't realize how long I had them there. Yeah, so I want jam, to be honest, for this one sad lonely piece of toast, but the cat's gonna want a piece of the bread and I can't let him eat jam. So there we go. Dinner choices ruled by the cat. Good evening. It is 10:30 at night on Tuesday and I'm having a snack. I know it's a big snack for late at night, but if I don't have something kind of sort of substantial, I will be starving very early tomorrow and I don't want to overeat tomorrow because I was active this evening and didn't eat something when I got home. So I am home and showered and everything. That's why it's so late. The Eggos, they're like the Compliments brand Eggos. They're one of the food items that I discovered when I was digging through my freezer that I am determined to finish. One of them I had to put into the toaster for 2 rounds because it was soggy. They had some freezer burn, so I think it was a combination of the ice stopped it from really getting toasty, and I think my toaster might be dying. I don't know. All my small appliances seem to be dying around the same time frame, which is unfortunate, but it's not dead yet. So I've got 2 cinnamon flavored Eggos and then some maple syrup, because of course, and a cup of tea. So this will be my evening snack. Good morning. It is 8 a.m. on Wednesday and I'm having my regular work breakfast. So a cup of tea with some milk, half a cup of oats, 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and a banana sliced on top. Yesterday with the plum, I actually ended up cutting each of the slices in half and then putting them onto the oatmeal and very much enjoyed it. So excellent combination if you're at all interested. I was going to do it again today, but then I was looking at the bananas and realized I need to make headway on them as well. So I gotta like switch out the fruit every now and then, you know? It is 11:30 in the morning on Wednesday. For some reason I keep thinking it's Thursday, so I'm messing up dates all over the place. I've decided to have some carrots as a snack. I bought them because I keep snacking on junk food and I wanted to have some sort of a really easy, healthy alternative. I'm not exactly craving junk food right now, but I am kind of starting to get nibbly, and so I'm trying to head it off by eating this now, don't get hungry so that I start thinking about junk food, and then maybe I just make better choices today. I don't know if it'll work, but I mean, it can't hurt to try, right? I did have some carrots yesterday. I forgot to record it, and in that serving of carrots was the super ugly carrot that seems to be a mandatory addition to every bag of mini carrots. So at least I got that one out of the way. I have some Green Goddess salad dressing, I know, but I don't normally do dips with vegetables, but I don't know. I thought maybe I would try dipping it in some of the Green Goddess. I thought if I made a dip at all for the carrots, it would be the one that I use with cucumber, so like the dill, Miracle Whip, and light cream cheese all mixed up together. But I don't really feel like it right now. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in a side dish and probably dip every second carrot or so. Yeah, healthy snack, look at that. It's 3 p.m. on Wednesday. I still keep thinking it's Thursday. And here is dinner in stages before I put it in the bowl. So just a bunch of different vegetables. I have some freeze-dried chives and some red and green chili pepper flakes in amongst the veggies. And then I did 6 of the beef wontons. I put some of this sauce, let me just grab it, the sweet chili sauce, the Compliments brand, the one that I decided to try. I was gonna just put it in like a little dish and dip them the way you're supposed to do, but for some reason I decided to try putting it over top in the pan, and sort of once they were cooked I added it in, so just to kind of give them a bit of a glaze. So we'll see how that goes. I was gonna have tofu, my puffy tofu for dinner, but the package not even opened yet and not even expired yet, and it had gone moldy. So wontons. Here we go, final product. I think I may have made a tactical error by putting the sauce on the wontons when they were still in the pan, because when I was taking them out to put into the bowl, the texture, like just from the utensils I was using, made them feel sort of like squishy, tacky. I don't know. It could have been not my wisest choice, but I won't know until I actually eat them. So that is the final dinner, and of course, tea with a bit of milk in it. It's 8:51 in the evening on Wednesday, and I'm having a snack. I don't know what is going on with me, but I'm on like week 2 of just, I'm hungry all the time. I eat a big meal, and sooner than I should be after finishing it, I'm hungry. I'm constantly wanting to snack. I don't know what's going on, and it's driving me a little bit batty because I get all, oh, I want to eat, but it's night, and I'm not usually a nighttime snacker, so then I don't know what to have. And last week it turned into, I don't even remember what I had last week. I don't know, but I'm just hungry a lot, so I'm having a snack. I'm having a cup of tea with a splash of milk in my Grumpy Cat mug, and 2 pieces of toast, one with margarine and jam, and the peach. I'm glad actually that I cut up the peach to have now, because it is sort of like right on the cusp of going too far. So I think that'll be lovely. But yeah, here we go, snack. Let's hope it tides me over till breakfast. Morning, it's a little bit after 8 a.m. on Thursday, and yes, we are actually finally at Thursday after I spent all of Wednesday thinking it was Thursday. I'm having my regular breakfast of a cup of tea with a splash of milk, and then half a cup of oats with 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. But then on top of the oatmeal, I cut up my last plum and put it, well, clearly on top of the oatmeal, just because I did it the other day and I enjoyed it so much I thought I would do it again. It's 11:22 in the morning on Thursday, and I'm having a snack of carrots with some of the green goddess. I know it's a salad dressing, but I'm using it as a dip. I had it yesterday. It was all right. There's a different one that I actually really want to open and try, but I've decided that I want to use up this one before I open up a fresh dressing, because I don't actually use dressings all that often, and I know they last forever in the fridge, but I mean, everything does eventually expire, whereas the other one right now, it's sealed up, it's in the cupboard, it's shelf stable, so it can stay like that for quite a while. It's like a ghost pepper ranch, I think, so I think that one will be really great. But like I said, we're gonna use up this one first. So carrots, because I'm trying to be healthy, and a cup of tea because I live off of caffeine. I just need to toss some milk into there real quick. I'm probably going out for dinner tonight, so this snack is really more so that I'm not super hungry by the time I finish work. I will make an after work snack because the friend I'm going for dinner with has a normal work schedule, so we won't be eating dinner until well past my regular time, and I won't make it without some kind of a snack, but I need to kind of eat something now so that the snack I have at the end of my work day doesn't feel like it's not enough and I'm a grumpy cat until I get to dinner. So, you know, you gotta make adjustments as you go sometimes. So carrots, I'll put a little bit of dressing. I kind of just moved the carrots over and put some in the corner of the dish. That's what I did yesterday, and I dipped them and it worked out pretty well. It is almost 4:30, and I'm just about to have the snack that I made to tide me through until I meet up with my friend for dinner. And then she just texted, and she's going to be ready way earlier than I expected from her. So the original plan was to eat the remaining IKEA veggie balls, which I just cooked in the microwave. So I will eat them because they're cooked, and I might as well just take care of that. I was going to have with it one of those smoothies that I bought the children's version of by accident, because I thought, what better time to try it? But I'm going to put that back in the fridge and just eat these and have my cup of tea, and yeah, then I'll be heading out in just a little bit.
So I guess we just missed it. He is very it's like that, like just constant running commentary. Yeah.
It is 9:43 in the evening on Thursday, and I'm about to mainline a whole bunch of sugar and caffeine because I'm real smart like that. There should have been footage just before this one from a vegan market that I went to with my friend. She's a vegan, I'm not, but I'm willing to eat not almost anything, but almost any vegan anything, because I mean, it's all plants. Like, how bad can it be? Also, I can't taste it, so it doesn't really matter. I ate pakoras. I ordered the spicy ones in the hopes, but there was no spice. Although she got like, I think like the original, or she got the cauliflower ones. Mine were made out of like carrot and sweet potato, I believe. But she got the cauliflower ones and said that she felt the spice from that, and that one wasn't supposed to be spicy. So maybe they were spicy and it's just that I can't taste it. I don't know. And I also got, it was like a version of like a spanakopita, but it didn't have like a fluffy puff pastry like what I was used to. So I thought it would have that puff pastry, so that gives it a nice good crunch. Instead it was more almost like a pita or like a doughy type of a pastry. So the whole thing was just soft mush. I have no idea on the flavor profile. Everything was so subtle I couldn't taste any of it. And the texture was like nothing to write home about. We wanted to get these amazing looking donuts, but the lineup was really long, which that's fine. We would have happily waited, but it also wasn't moving because people were taking such a long time to pick, and there was only one person working and she was not rushing people through at all. So we decided we did not need more calories that badly. We did, however, pick up dessert to go. So this is an Oreo crunch cake cup or something. I don't remember what they actually called it. I have no idea what it's made out of, what exactly it is. I mean, it looks like there's cake layers and icing layers. Now, my friend has eaten from the company that had this booth, and she said like she's had their cakes before, and that their frosting, it's like their vegan version of a buttercream, and that it's absolutely amazing. So I got that. And then I have already put away in a container, so you can't see it, but you'll see it tomorrow. It's like a peach Danish sort of a thing. So yeah, that's for tomorrow. So here we go. I'm about to have this and hopefully enjoy. I mean, I'm sure I will. I'm thinking it's gonna have some crunch to it because of the Oreo pieces in there, so I'm very excited for that. And I'm gonna go comfort the cat because while I was out, he got a little sick to his tummy, poor little guy. Good morning. It is 8:30 on Friday. It is the beginning of a long weekend, and by beginning I mean the Monday is the stat, so we still have to get through the work day, but then we get 3 days, so yay. I actually keep forgetting that Monday is a day off, and then every time I remember, I just get happy all over again. It's kind of great. Breakfast this morning, I have a cup of tea that I accidentally put too much milk in, so I've left the tea bag in it to try to counter that. And then I have my regular oatmeal, so half a cup of oats, 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar with a banana sliced on top. I do have that dessert that I mentioned yesterday, that peach Danish pastry thing that I bought. And I did initially think, oh, I'll bring it home and I'll have it for breakfast on Friday. But I don't really want dessert for breakfast, which is unusual for me when that's an option to choose from. So I'm, I don't know, pleasantly confused. I think it's because the Oreo thing that I showed in the clip from yesterday that I had as a snack, it was too much. Like, I don't know, it left me feeling like not sick or anything. There was nothing wrong with it. It just didn't settle well for me. And afterwards I was like, that was a bad choice. And and I think it's just kind of lingering still. Now, that is not to say that I'm not going to eat the pastry, because of course I'm going to eat the pastry, just not for breakfast. I figure I'll have it with a cup of tea, either as like a midday snack, or I might save it and have it after my physio and as like an evening treat, so like my after dinner snack maybe. I don't know. You are going to see it. It will get eaten, just not for breakfast. It is a little after 1 in the afternoon on Friday, and I'm just having a cup of tea and a snack to get me through the last hour. As soon as I finish work, I have to get ready and head out to my physio appointments. I have 2 of them back to back, so I won't have time to eat after work. This is the same smoothie that I almost had yesterday and ended up putting away, so I thought I'd give it another try today. I was hoping to save it and actually drink it in the car on the way to physio, since it is meant to be kind of portable. But I'm quite hungry now, so I thought I would try it, and that way, if it isn't any good, or it's just not filling enough, maybe I can find, like, I don't know, something to snack on before I go, like, to top this off. But I'm really hoping that this kind of does the trick. I remembered I had to stop off at a store on my way home from physio, so I really don't want to be hungry when I go in. I'm not going for groceries, but they do sell food at the store, and I don't want to be tempted by anything. Some random accidental purchase of a child's smoothie drink and a cup of tea that I will add some milk to. It is 7:30 in the evening on Friday. We have made it to the long weekend. Congratulations, everybody. This was not what I had intended to have for dinner. I don't really know that I had a plan for dinner exactly, only that by the time I finished physio and running an errand afterwards, I was so not feeling well. Physio tends to do that to me sometimes, that I was like, yeah, no. So when I did the errand, I was going to Walmart, but then my Walmart is under massive construction, so then I ended up having to go to Superstore. And I thought, like, if I'd been at Safeway, I would have gone to the deli and bought a ready-made salad in like a small size, and then come home and paired it with something, and that would have been my dinner. And I was looking for like the equivalent at Superstore, and Superstore kind of sucks for stuff like that, and they had no good options. The ones that they had weren't like freshly made at the deli. They were pre-packaged in a fridge area, and nothing looked appealing, and they were all so expensive for what they were. So like my Weight Watcher points budget, I didn't want to waste on that, and my money budget, I didn't want to waste on that. So I was like, you know what, just go home and figure something out. So I came home, But unfortunately, because the past couple of days, the concussion's been not ideal. So my dishes have built up because like I can't do everything, and they're one of the things that kind of fall by the wayside. So both my frying pans were dirty, and I was like, I need something that I can put into the pot and boil. So I made my last package of noodles. It's it's this one, bibimen. So it's not ramen, but it's sort of, probably people look at it and think it's like ramen. Here's the thing. It says it's a sweet, spicy, sour sauce with apple concentrate. I have no idea. I haven't actually had this one. There's the cooking information and some of the nutritional information. Sorry, it's kind of covered. Let me see if I can, there we go. There we go, kind of, yeah, there. So I cooked it up. I managed to get one of my frying pans clean, so I have 2 eggs, because I'm sort of treating it like ramen in the sense that I'm putting 2 eggs with it, so at least I'm getting some protein. I didn't toss in a bunch of frozen veggies with it the way I do when I cook ramen though, so I sliced up some cucumber and put it on the side. So I just wanted to show it to you before I add the eggs, because once I add the eggs, you're not going to be able to see anything. So this is what it looks like, and then I'll be back in just a second with the eggs on top. Here we go, final product. As per the use, you can no longer see anything or almost anything underneath the eggs. I drizzled some Kewpie mayo over top just because why not. I didn't add cheese because I haven't had this before, so I don't know what it's going to be like, and although I'm a firm believer that cheese makes practically everything better, every now and then it's not needed. So I thought this time I won't add cheese. If I buy it again, I'll know for next time. And I have a cup of tea that is just steeping. It is 10 in the evening on Friday, and this is the pastry that I purchased at that vegan market thing yesterday. Is it mango? Peach. I think it's peach. Sorry, I had a moment there. It's like a peach Danish of some sort. I don't really know, but I just thought it looked really good. So I'm going to have that, and I have a cup of tea, and then I'm just going to get some stuff ready for the morning because I'm going on just like a little day outing. So I like to prep stuff the night before because I'm not a morning person. So this will get me through the prep. It's 8 in the morning on Saturday, and I'm gonna have this little mini Cliff Bar crunchy peanut butter thing. I think of them as like a kid's version. I think they are a kid's version. I'm going to the States with a friend. So we're gonna go to like hit up Target and Trader Joe's, and I think she wants to go to Whole Foods. I don't know, but I was running a little bit late, didn't have time to make like a proper breakfast, so I'm just gonna have this Cliff Bar while I wait for her to come out the house, and I have a cup of tea in a travel mug, and then we will be on the way. It is 12:14 in the afternoon on Sunday, and I'm about to have my first meal of the day. Yeah, there should be footage. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. There should be footage from yesterday. My friend and I went down into the States, and so eating was like a little bit odd, and I showed you a video clip of a pizza. We went to a place called Mod Pizza, and it's like a Subway. Like you go in and you pick everything from the base, the sauce, the cheese, to like from a variety of toppings, and they build whatever pizza you have requested. You can get like pre-made, no, not pre-made, but like, you can go in and be like, I'll have the chicken buffalo, and they already know what they're gonna put on that, or you can build your own. So we totally built our own. It's huge though. Like it was an 11-inch. They had a smaller size, but that was for children, and I didn't think I'd be allowed to order for children. So I got the 11-inch pizza, and it's interesting. Like the pizza itself is great. I just mean like what I chose to put on it was interesting, because I was just so like, this is exciting. Like so many options. So I already ate the piece that I put artichoke on. I still have the piece that has some pineapple on it. The rest of it, I did a mixture of 2 sauces, one that's spicy and one that's kind of normal. I wish I had done just the spicy one and not diluted it down, but oh well. And then I've got, what did I do? I got cheese on there, pepperoni, pineapple, spinach, black olives, chicken, jalapenos, corn, green pepper, mushrooms. Yes. Yeah, that was it. And now the pineapple and the artichoke I only got put on like a quarter section of the pizza each, but the rest of it, all of it got put on. I had like no strategy going in when I was building this pizza. You know, I wasn't thinking like, okay, I'm gonna make like a barbecue chicken, or I'm gonna I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it was very haphazard. I think if I lived near a mod pizza, I would come up with more interesting mixtures of things, but I just sort of, anything that looked like it might be good. I do wish, though, I didn't see it till I was past that section for picking things, that they had ground beef, because I would have tried to recreate a taco pizza that I've had a million years ago at Panago that I really miss. I was actually on Panago's website, I don't know, a week ago, looking at their build your own pizza, seeing if I could just recreate the taco pizza, but they don't have ground beef. So there goes that. But yes, so I'm gonna have some pizza. I'm not like incredibly hungry right now. I've only been up a short while, so I don't know if I'm gonna eat it all, but before I dig into any of like the groceries, this and the jalapeno pull apart bread from the American grocery shopping haul and the yogurt, those are like my only like perishable items, so they're clearly gonna have to be eaten before I like dig into the frozen food items. So I just thought, even if all I have is one slice of the pizza right now with a cup of tea, at least it's making headway on it because I don't want to waste any food. And yeah, then I'll just eat the rest of it later, I'm sure, if I don't eat it all now. So I'm gonna have it with a cup of tea and this lovely looking pizza from Mod Pizza, and I'm gonna go cuddle with the cat because he's mad I was gone all day yesterday. It is 5:35 in the evening on Sunday, and I'm about to sit down and have dinner. So I got back from a walk, and at first, like, I was just gonna have a yogurt and then think of having something else later, but I am ravenous, absolutely ravenous. And so I'm like, nope, I need to eat something right now. And even though I actually really wanted some protein, I also wanted to use this pull apart bread that I bought because like it's made fresh, so you don't have a lot of days to hold on to it before you really need to eat it. So I popped it in the toaster oven, or the convection oven, whatever you want to call it, for 350 degrees for 11 minutes as per the packaging. And then when I pulled it out, it was already kind of pulling apart a little bit, which is lovely. And then on some of it, I put some Kewpie mayo. Now I did want some kind of a protein, so I decided to try baking an egg in the toaster oven with it. So in this thing, according to the internet, I could put it in a muffin tray, like the egg, with whatever seasoning I want, pop it into an oven for 350 degrees for 11 minutes to have a runny yolk. And I was like, perfect, they match in time and temperature. But when the bread was ready, not only was the yolk runny, which totally great, but the white part was still super runny. So I put it back in for another, I think 3 minutes or so, and I think it's all right. My intention was to get it out of the ramekin and put it on top of a section of the bread. But I think because of the surface of the bread, how it's so bumpy, it won't stay on anywhere. It's just gonna fall off. So I'm gonna loosen it in the ramekin and then just maybe like cut out a bite of egg and put it with a piece of the bread like as I go through it, versus just putting it on top as if I was like eating egg on toast. So this is what I'm gonna be eating. I've got some tea already made and over at my place, and